In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to simplify vector art for a logo for production. The goal here is to get rid of the strokes and simplify the artwork as much as possible. Let's go ahead and duplicate our art, and we want to leave the original artwork in place in case we want to come back into our file and edit it. So if we look at how this is built, we have live type, and in the appearance panel we have an orange fill and a white stroke for the word, and then a simple blue background. So the first thing we're going to do is outline our type. So we can go type and create outlines, or hit Shift Command letter O. So now our type is outlined, so there's no more live type in this instance of the artwork, but our appearance is still there. We still have this stroke, which is really what we want to get rid of. So we're going to go Object and Expand Appearance. Now you see that it's simply grouped, but the stroke is still there. So let's ungroup this with Shift Command G just once. And we see that there's a stroke back here that we want to get rid of. Okay, so let's duplicate this artwork yet again, just to make sure we leave stages of our work so we can go back if something goes wrong. So now what I'm going to do is move the orange artwork out of the way and grab the vector art that has a stroke on it. That's really the issue for this logo. So now I'm going to select, with just the white stroke selected, I'm going to go Object, Path, and Outline Stroke. So now this is a fill. And then the next thing I'm going to do is merge it all together. So I need to make sure I don't have the blue rectangle selected. I want this all to be one chunk of vector. So I'm going to click on the first button in the Pathfinder panel, which is Unite, and it just smooshed it all together. Now I want to get rid of all of the useless vectors that are in here that aren't going to show either way because the orange is going to cover them up. So let's just get rid of them. I'm going to take my white arrow, the direct selection tool, click on one of the anchors for these shapes that are inside here, and hit delete as many times as it takes to get rid of them. So let's click there, delete, delete, keep on hitting delete. We need to leave the counter of the O, right? Because that's part of the artwork. So we want to get rid of all the little crumbs of vectors everywhere, all the little pieces that are not necessary, and just leave this artwork here. So now we have one solid filled white shape. The next thing we want to do is knock it out of the blue background. So we're going to select both the blue rectangle and the white shape and hit the second button in the Pathfinder panel, which is minus front. And now this artwork is just, there's a hole in the blue shape. Okay, so we just see through it. Now we can go ahead and put our word logo back in place, and it should snap right into place if you have smart guides turned on, which is Command letter U. Now the last thing we want to do is we're going to click on our blue shape, which is all of this, and it's grouped right now. I'm actually going to ungroup it. So now it's just loose vectors, and I'm going to make it a compound path by typing Command number 8. So compound path is kind of stronger than a group, so it's better. And then we'll do the same thing with the word logo. I'm going to do Shift Command G to ungroup it, and it's telling me it's a compound path, so it's okay. No, it's not actually. Oh, the one letter is. So let's go ahead and click on the 4 letters and type Command number 8. And I'm just going to move that again. So now it's all together. So now we're completely finished our logo, except that we're going to grab the blue and the orange shape and type Command G to group them. Now we're done. So no matter who has our logo artwork and however they scale it, the appearance, the weight of the stroke, which actually is no longer a stroke, it's a hole in the blue, but it'll never change size no matter how they scale it. So this is a great version of the vector to deliver to your client.